Hey everyone, thought I'd do a quick unboxing video. Bayonets and Tomahawks from GMT just released. I ordered this on the P500 from GMT. It's been going for a couple years now. I was still in my old house when I put the initial order in, and it finally arrived this last week and a half maybe. I was at work, out of town when it arrived, so I finally have a chance to crack it open and take a look and see what this game's all about. Quick look at the front box: Bayonets and Tomahawks, the French and Indian War. Game design Mark Rodriguez, and the painting is John Buxton. It's I wouldn't say it's necessarily standard GMT, but it looks pretty in line with everything else. I think the box art is pretty sweet. The painting is pretty cool. Let's take a closer look at it. Very evocative of the period that the game reflects. Quick side look. Again, it's one of those that'll look well on the shelf with the other games. Quick look at the back. Get an idea of what the board looks like. Some of the game pieces. Custom dice. It has its own custom dice. Cards. From my understanding, it's not a card-driven game, but it does have cards that affect play. I do have Wilderness War as well, but I haven't even had a chance to play that, so I imagine at some point someone's going to ask how it compares to that game, and at the moment I can't even tell you. Quick read of the back. You have brought into this place the art of war and the world beyond the ocean, but for the knowledge of these force and the way of making war here, we have the advantage over you. Indigenous leaders to French General Montcalm on August 5th, 1757. That's what the quote is. War has broken out in North America, on the North American continent, pitting the French and British colonial empires against each other. Although they have faced off before, this time something is different. Large-scale European-style warfare transforms this theater of war. But the wilderness expanse, as well as the involvement of many indigenous nations, hampers old world tactics. Will you be ambushed in the woods like British General Braddock in 1755? Will you charge desperately against disciplined volleys like French General Montcalm in 1759? Or will you perpetuate the glory of your king in the New World? In Bayonets and Tomahawks, take command of either the French or British to fight all facets of the French and Indian War: army maneuvering, diplomacy with indigenous nations, raids, battles, construction, naval operation, sieges, and more. With scenarios varying from a single year to the whole war, as well as rules for team play, Bayonets and Tomahawks is perfect for new and experienced wargamers alike. Each action round, players use historically based cards for events and actions. This innovative system, without hand management, builds on card-driven games such as Twilight Struggle, while keeping the game accessible and fast-paced. An exciting battle system featuring custom dice presents challenges that reward careful planning. Victory is achieved by capturing key spaces and conducting raids in enemy territory. Over just a few hours, relive a war that shaped the course of history in North America and beyond. And there's a quote at the bottom. Now the battle is over, but we must still win a war. It is my fondest hope that the other British generals will learn how war in America must be fought. Benjamin Franklin to George Washington, July 16, 1755. All right, that sounds pretty exciting. Like I said, I have Wilderness War. I have not played it, so I can't even begin to make a comparison between the two. But a quick another view, and then we'll crack the box. All right, having taken off the plastic wrap, and see what we got. So, taking first look, I included some baggies for tokens and stuff like that. That's awesome. Here is our custom dice. There's 6 of them, and then we have 3 sets of cards here. I'm going to presume, just by a quick look at it, we have English deck, French deck, and then deck concerning native allies. A bag. I don't know if this is for card decks, if this is like a card holder. Either way, that's actually pretty nice. Or maybe it's a draw bag. Who knows? Not played it. Don't know what it is. So here we have rules of play. Flat paper. Nicely designed and clear. Kind of talks about the map. Looks like an all. Probably, graph depicting different unit types. So here we are. Looks like 21 pages. That's front to back, although actual probably rules related stuff. You have sequence and setup and play start on page 6 and 7. Before that is kind of unit map token description. So looks like actual rules start on page 6 and go to page 20. So 14 pages of rules. That doesn't seem too bad. And a lot of it looks like it's taken up with pictures or boxes of description rather than actual rules related stuff. So I don't think it'll be that heavy to get through. Playbook. This guy is much thicker than the rule book. Starting off with examples of play. Goes into examples of play. Examples of different situation. Design notes. Scenarios. Extra rules. Team play rules. It does have the ability to play solitary. So it has pointers for solitaire play. I think the score for solitaire ability was like a 6 or something like that. So I don't do too much solitary play. So that's actually really nice because it's not rules, but it's examples. So if you have a question of how the rules are played, that would be that. Here we get to a setup card. This is really nice. This is the Indian setup card for all scenarios, telling you which nations are set up in which space. That's pretty sweet. Here's setup for the French scenario 1. On the back is scenario 2. So that's really nice. Card for scenario 3. This is all French at the moment. And scenario 4. So having scenario setup cards, that's really nice. It's, quick visualization of where things go. You can see where the different unit tokens and all that stuff, it tells you exactly where to place them. So that's really, really nice and handy. And it's a thick, it's matte, maybe call it semi-gloss, but it's thick cardstock. So that's really nice. Looks like we have a QRS. And if you have any other GMT games, I know like US Civil War has a QRS. It's 4-page, and it seems like it's made of that same kind of heavy cardstock material. So there are 2 of those. So that's really slick. And then here we have a first sheet of tokens. That's really cool. And the nice thing is they're not just generic tokens, they're actually named for specific units. So that's pretty cool. Looking on the back, probably it's damaged side, I presume. This is probably a little bit of just your other extra tokens. Some French tokens are on there. And then the third token sheet. These are all your different markers. So that's pretty cool. Nice looking. And then finally we get to the bottom. And it's the game board. So let me set that up and I'll be back. All right. Here you go. It's a decent sized map. It's really pretty. I like the design, style design. It's 8 panel, folds in half. I want to say it's, you know, the 22 wide by, if I had to guess, it's probably, you know, 34 high or something like that. I don't know if it's the standard GMT size maps. I think they're usually only 6 panels, but I could be wrong. Look at some of the details. And it's point-to-point movement. That's pretty sweet. I mean, I like the map design. It's very clean, easily readable. A lot of room for play, I think. So this will be one of these ones where I'm gonna have to give it a try, and then once after I've got a chance to actually play it and see how it plays out, come back and kind of give a little review on it. So, of my friends that live near me that are listening to this, hint, 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 we should get together and do some board gaming. But anyways, so that's everything that comes in the box. I'm pretty impressed with it. You know, GMT, especially over the last couple of years, you know, the board is that heavy, using the heavy cardboard. It's not just paper, it's that mounted stuff. Yeah, I mean, GMT production value, I mean, we all by now expect that to be top notch, top tier. And it fits the bill. Definitely worth having on your shelf, I think. But again, like I said, I haven't had a chance to play it yet, so when I do, I'll give you another video at that time to kind of give you my overall impressions. But anyways, still doing other stuff, still doing all my paintings. I have another video coming out soon with my Lobosits project. I'm going to do a video on the 1st Austrian Infantry Regiment. I've already got the script kind of written out. I just need to record it and do it, put it together. So hopefully that'll be coming out within the next couple days. Anyways, thanks for watching. Talk to you all later. Bye!